What's happening, my people? UFC 324 is a few days away from us, and I'm going to be giving you my predictions and breakdowns as usual, guys. Let's get straight into it. Obviously, we're going to start. You know what? I was going to do just the main card, but we'll start from the last fight on the prelims. With the last fight from the prelims, which is Umar Nurmagomedov versus Davison Figueiredo. And to be honest, it's short and easy for me. I think this is a quick one. Umar Nurmagomedov is going to get the job done. I think he probably finishes Davison Figueiredo probably by a submission or even a TKO. I just think Davison Figueiredo is at that point in his career where there's not a lot left in the tank, and he's just fighting for the love of the game. And I think Davison has been done as a fighter, if I'm completely honest. So I'm going Umar Nurmagomedov by TKO or Umar Nurmagomedov by TKO or submission. We then move on to the main card, which to kick the main card off, we have Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, Arnold Allen is a good fighter, but I just feel like he fights a bit too reserved. Gene Silva is going to bring the violence, and I think he's going to push the pace. I just don't want to see the Gene Silva that we saw against Diego Silva. He let his pride get in the way, and he ended up getting finished. Obviously, I feel like chaotic fights is where Silva thrives, but I still feel like he needs to embrace the madness, but at the same time be calculated, because when he can do that, he is a very good fighter. So I'm going to go Gene Silva, but just from what I've seen of Arnold Allen, I think Arnold Allen will pick it up in the last round. So I'm going to go Gene Silva to get this one by a decision. I don't think he finishes Arnold Allen, but I think he puts on a great performance against Arnold Allen. Like I said, I just think Arnold Allen fights quite reserved. And it seems to be a theme with some of these UK fighters. I don't know why that is. It's like a Leon Edwards, like you're very reserved. You don't really push the pace of fights. And I would say Arnold Allen is a lot worse in terms of Leon Edwards. Because Leon Edwards will each, point fight you. You don't really look for the finish. But Arnold Allen is like, you get better as the fight goes on, which is not a bad thing, but when you're only fighting 3 rounds, there's not enough time to really do that. So I'm going Gene Silva, man, by decision. We move up the card, which we have Natalia Silva versus Rose Namajunas. And you see with this matchup, it all depends on what version of Namajunas we get, because, listen, I wasn't the biggest fan of Natalia Silva, but I watched her last fight, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, she's very good, very, 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 very good. And I think this fight is going to be a very technical fight, battle of technique. I just think, you see with Rose Namajunas, yeah, like when I look at it from this point of view, as to say like Rose Namajunas is a bit more, she's got more of that aggressive, like, manliness about her. So, I want to say that she smashes Natalia Silva, but I don't know, because ever since Rose Namajunas moved up, she hasn't really looked the same. But with that being said, I'm going Rose Namajunas, because I just think she's got a bit more of a dog in her than Natalia Silva. And I think Natalia Silva is very technical, don't get me wrong, and I think she will do very well against Rose Namajunas, but I think Namajunas will be able to make this fight. As much as Namajunas is very technical as well, I think Rose will just turn this into more of a dogfight, make it a bit more chaotic, and I think she'll be able to exploit Natalia Silva in situations like that. So I'm going to have to go with Rose Namajunas. I think I'm going to go with a decision. I reckon it goes to a decision win for Rose Namajunas. We move on to a heavyweight bout, which has actually been anticipated for the last couple of weeks, which is Wilder Cortez Acosta versus Derek Lewis. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, yeah? I know Wilder Cortez Acosta is on a winning streak right now. And he's had some very, very good finishes recently. And the UFC kind of want to push him because he's on a run right now. And he's, listen, he got eye poked, took a fight, and came back and ended up winning the fight. Took a fight on short notice and won the fight by a knockout. It's just the way I see this fight going. I don't think Derek Lewis is going to be the one, because you see from what I've seen from Costa, he does very well when he's being pressured. He's very good at landing them counter shots. But I don't think Derek Lewis is going to be the one pressing in this fight. And we've all seen what Derek Lewis can do when his back is against the wall. So guys, I'm not going to lie. You can say whatever you want to say. I know a lot of people are going to talk rubbish. But I have to stick with the Black Beast, Derek Lewis. I'm picking Derek Lewis to win this one by KO. Because guys, I'll be honest, I don't think this goes the distance. But the simple fact that both of these guys are big punchers. And I think once someone gets hit with a good shot, that's when the exchange is going to happen. I'm not going to lie, guys. You know what I can actually see? I can see Wilder Cortez Acosta hitting Derek Lewis with a good shot. Derek's a little hurt. He's backing up. Acosta gets a bit too, overzealous. Gets a bit too greedy. How greedy? And then Derek Lewis, what he does best, when he's being pressured, boom, cracks Acosta and gets the KO stoppage. So I'm going Derek Lewis by KO. Honestly, this fight doesn't go the distance in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. We move on to the co-main event, which is now Sean O'Malley versus Son Yadong. Obviously, it should have been Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes, but Kayla Harrison had to withdraw due to a neck injury where she allegedly had to get surgery on. I don't know how true that is, but that's what's been reported. So I'm just going off what's been reported, guys. But guys, I'm not going to lie. This is not as an easy matchup as people think for Sean O'Malley. I mean, what I will say, this is a striker. Like, if you like striking, this is striking galore. Because that's what we're going to see in this fight. We're going to see two dudes ready to stand and bang. Well, not necessarily stand and bang, because we all know Sean O'Malley is very, 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 very technical. And to be completely honest, guys, if we get the version of Sean O'Malley that we should get, he will outclass Son Yadong all day long. Because when Sean, listen, I'm not going to lie, I have to give it to Sean. When Sean is in his bag and he's doing his thing, I can't lie, he's very hard to beat. Like, he's just so technical. The way he feints, the way he moves, the way he shuffles, everything is just so, like, I personally haven't seen a style like Sean O'Malley's in my personal experience. I've never seen anyone in sparring fight like that. I've never seen any fighter fight like that. He's very unique with the way he does what he does. So if we get that version of Sean O'Malley, he will, in my opinion, he will pick Son Yadong apart for 3 rounds, and Son Yadong will find it very, very hard to find any openings with Sean O'Malley. And the thing is, if Sean O'Malley can establish his jab and establish his range, his front kicks as well, then I think what it's going to eventually do for him is it's going to make Son Yadong think, because he's going to have to pressure. He's probably going to have trouble with the range. But at some point in the fight, he's going to have to say, fuck it. I need to cross this void and I need to get back past the range. And that's where I think Sean O'Malley can exploit Son Yadong, similar to what he did to Aljamain Sterling. You know, very good footwork. Maybe he takes a step back as Son Yadong's trying to crash in and cracks him. I can actually see that happening. But at the same time, I can see Son Yadong chinning Sean O'Malley, because Sean O'Malley hasn't looked the same for a while now. But obviously he was fighting Merab Dvalishvili. So I'm going to give Sean the benefit of the doubt, because he should win this fight when we look at the two styles. But obviously you never know. But I'm going to go Sean O'Malley by decision. I don't think he stops Son Yadong. I just think Son Yadong is quite a good fighter. And he's got quite good experience for how old he is. I mean, Son Yadong is still young. I believe he is... Let's actually look how old he is. He's 28. So yeah, he's still young. And he's got quite a lot of UFC experience. So yeah, I don't think Son Yadong is going to get... If he does get finished, he's not going to go out without a fight. So I predict a decision win for Sean O'Malley in that one. And we move on to the final bout on the card, which is the main fight, main event, which is Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett, the most undeserving title fight we've ever seen. Pointless fight. But, you know, the UFC are trying to build Paddy up to be a star. And, you know, with this one, I really don't know, guys. I actually don't know. Because Justin Gaethje has the better striking. But Paddy has size. And he's tall. And I feel like if Paddy does take Justin Gaethje down, he can submit him. Paddy claims he's going to stand with him. I don't know, guys. It's a hard one. It's a hard one because I don't really rate Paddy Pimblett as a fighter, to be completely honest. But Justin Gaethje's at the later stage of his career, and Justin Gaethje has been looking a bit... He hasn't looked the same. But to be fair, Justin Gaethje's been someone that gets hurt. He's a very violent guy, so he embraces the violence. But I just think... Guys, I genuinely can't see how this fight goes. But you know what? I think it's going to be quite similar to Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje. I think Justin is going to struggle to establish anything. I know Justin has good low kicks, but I don't know. Guys, this is just a fucking shit fight. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. This is just shit. I'm not going to lie. Fuck this fight, bruv. I don't even want to predict it because it should be Arman, bruv. I'm not going to lie. But, you know what? I'm going to go with Paddy Pimblett, man. And I don't even fucking know how he wins this one. And to be honest, guys, I don't actually fucking care. I'm not going to lie. I genuinely don't know what to say about this fight. And that's never happened to me before. That's how you know I'm just so uninterested with this fight. And I think it's so pointless because they're two fighters at two different stages of their career. Justin Gaethje does not deserve a fucking title shot. And Paddy Pimblett definitely does not deserve a title shot. So why am I even here fucking predicting this fucking shit fight? You've got one fighter who's talking about, oh, if they don't win, they're going to retire. So I'm not going to lie. That, for me, that says it all. Like, because if you're already thinking like that, I'll be real, I think Paddy probably chins him. I'm not going to lie. Guys, honestly, if you've been following this channel for a while, you know I've never been like this about a fight. Even the fight that I'm not really too interested in, I will still give my prediction and I'll still give a breakdown. But I'll be rushed. I'm not going to lie, just fuck this fight, man. Like, fuck it. I'll go Paddy Pimblett. I don't know how Paddy Pimblett wins. He probably could finish Justin Gaethje, I'm not going to lie. Because Justin Gaethje gets hurt quite a lot. So, you know, and I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I just don't know, guys. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It would be nice to see Justin Gaethje fucking sleep Paddy Pimblett. I'm not going to lie. Because Paddy just talks way too much. And I just don't think... You know what it is with Paddy? It's not even that I don't like him, you know? I understand, yes, you fight who gets put in front of you. But the chat he has for someone that... Like, look at his past 4 or 5 opponents? You know what I mean? So... guys, I don't know, man. I don't know with this one. I'm actually lost for a prediction. Should I go with a UK guy just for the sake of him being from the UK? Or, you know what? Fuck it, man. Fuck it, guys. I'm going Justin Gaethje. He's going to sleep. He's going to sleep Paddy Pimblett. And after that, he's going to send him back to Liverpool, where he can continue to get submitted in his fucking gym. Because this motherfucker does not deserve a title shot. He doesn't even deserve to have that belt next to him. Not yet, if anything. Maybe later, but not now. So I'm going with Justin Gaethje by brutal, violent KO. I beg, Justin, just bring the violence. Bring the violence. You know what I'm saying? Beat him. You know what you need to do? You need to beat him like he's your son. Like he's your little brother. You need to little bro this boy. You can't let this motherfucker come after beating Bobby Green, a finished Tony Ferguson, and barely winning to Jared Gordon. You can't let this motherfucker come and get this belt to Justin. You better do it for all of us, you know, because a lot of us are rooting for you to do this to finish Paddy Piblets. I want to see, I beg, just finish him. Finish him. I want to see, you see that his head that is always just bouncing there. I want you to, when you're punching his head and when you're kicking his head, I want to just see his head just going like this. Please, I beg, do it for us. So I'm begging. So yes, I've made my mind up, guys. I'm going with Justin Gaethje via brutal. You see, Paddy, you're just making me so angry that I'm fucking up my words. You fucking bastard. But I'm predicting Justin Gaethje to win by brutal, violent KO in the 3rd round. That's my prediction, guys. Even though it's a bit far-fetched, but you know, it is what it is. Like and subscribe, guys. I hope you enjoy UFC 324 in a bit.